Good morning. Welcome to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Jaron Rosien. Our producer is Nick Steffens. Our publisher is Matt Bryant, and we are part of the Southeast Iowa Union. Today, our guest is Alisha Davis. Alisha is here with us right now in the studio.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So happy to have you.
Yes.
After the break, we will be talking about some of the upcoming events that involve the Chamber of Commerce, where Alisha is what's your current title?
Event coordinator.
The event coordinator. Yes. And we have a lot of events to talk about on Saturday. But first, before we do that, we'll handle our regular business with police report, weather, and local events. If you have a local event, you can put that in the chat or email washialive@gmail.com. And if you haven't done so, please like, follow, and share so you can be notified when we go live and do our show. Nick?
Yes.
How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Had a lot of family in, so by Sunday I was kind of ready to be alone and not be around people. I got that the afternoon, had some quiet time.
Well, we had talked before, Alisha. Nick is a great host, and so he's very accommodating, which means he's spending a lot of energy accommodating, and therefore...
Which is why there was no show Friday, so I could panic clean every crevice of my house before my mom came over.
Oh, that's good stuff, though. Let's see your Christmas tree. You had a picture of your tree.
Yes, this is what I spent most of Saturday doing. Luckily, I had my oldest sister in town.
Because she's the brains of the operation.
Yeah, she helped put the lights on because I was getting very frustrated with them. But this is the first Christmas tree.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to walk away when you get frustrated.
Yeah, I was doing it.
You don't want to decorate with anger.
Let it down, and then she
It looks beautiful.
Fixed it. Thank you.
I love it.
So that is your family holiday. What will you be doing on Thanksgiving?
I'll be going to Mount Pleasant, where my family is.
And you're excited. Oh yeah, you mentioned before the boys. You have an exciting trip planned for what is it?
Disney on Ice. We go every year, so they're super excited.
And that's not in Mount Pleasant.
I might be a little more excited than they are. I love Disney.
Well, that'll be good. Of course, we're going to talk about the options that you have in Washington on Saturday the 26th. They include the we're going to talk about tour of homes, but then also the events on Saturday include the tree lighting ceremony, a radio play, the lighted holiday parade, the Jingle Bell Run, and a concert at 1:00 p.m. at the auditorium. And on Wednesday, our guests will be Jan Gallagher and Melissa Westfall, and we'll talk more about the Saturday concert. Now, Alisha, are you good to do the police report with me? Or do you want to do the weather? Would you describe it for our guests?
Oh. The weather today
Yes, for our viewers, rather. Yes.
Yeah, 39 degrees and sunny. So we'll take that over what we had last week, I think.
I think so, too. Some of the people I saw this morning are going on a bike ride because it's supposed to be sunny and no wind.
Yeah.
So
I don't trust people that like exercise outside in the winter.
Yeah.
It's not how you're wired.
Nope.
Dangerous.
Let's do our police report, then we'll go to break, and we'll talk for the reason that we have our guest today. Since we last spoke, there was 106 calls for service, 28 in the category of traffic, 8 in the category of animal, 7 warrant, 7 disorderly, 6 public service, 6 missing person, 4s, 3s, and 2s for the rest of the list. And Nick, let's see what you've pulled for me. All right, on the east side of the county, we have a caller reports there's a shooting in the area, scared all of his animals. He's also missing some cats and thinks the neighbor is shooting them. 9221 spoke with the caller and advised him it isn't illegal to shoot stray cats, and also spoke with a male subject at another residence who didn't hear any shooting in the area.
That's just a lot to process.
That is a lot to process.
Especially when I was making that at like 8 a.m. this morning.
Well, and now I think about the cats and the donkey. Sometimes I have more empathy for animals than I do for people, which is a whole different topic for another day. We have, on the north side of the county, the report of a suspicious white male wearing blue jeans and a black coat who's been at the casino for a couple days. He's now walking to Come and Go, westbound, from the casino. 92A responded and spoke with the subject who was waiting for his brother to come get him from Iowa City. This sounds like
after a couple
normal.
After a couple of days, I don't know if the brother's coming to get him.
Well, we might be in trouble. Down the road, we had the caller report of a vehicle at Walmart. Subject got out of the vehicle next to hers. This was that windy day. Door caught the wind, damaged her vehicle. Request an officer. Sounds like they worked through it and exchanged information.
But that's just unfortunate.
That's the worst. I mean, a little ding is one thing, but if a door slams full throttle, that is no bueno.
Yeah.
To the west of the county, we have the caller report of a raccoon in their basement. 927 and 17 both responded and advised the subject to get a live trap.
Which sounds like it's your problem.
That is a simple. Police do so many animal calls.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially, so that's kind of what we keep track of. Normally, traffic and animal are the top of the list on the police report.
Yeah.
Now that we
Yeah.
have a kind of a trend going 6 months in.
Yeah.
And lots of animal issues, which one we will talk about right before we go to break. In Ohio. We have here in town a report of a red Toyota Camry, partial plate. They're doing a peaceful protest, but they are yelling obscenities. Request an officer, located the subject. Subjects were counseled. They were past members and advised they would no longer harass them.
Oh,
Not sure what's happening there.
yeah,
but
I don't know about that one either.
the
A lot of questions.
The address is a church address, it looks like. Interesting. We have a report of a neighboring dog that's been outside barking for the last 5 minutes and requested a deputy to respond. 9219 responded and was unable to locate.
Which 5 minutes, I'm very surprised. 5 minutes and they're like, I'm calling the police.
Well, that does seem like not a lot of patience. It could be worse, and I want to mention this real quick before we go to break. I've seen several bumps on my news feed. In Ohio, between 25,000 and 40,000 minks were let loose from a mink farm. The people claiming responsibility were ALF, which is like the Animal Liberation something Foundation. I'm not sure. Not the TV show. And I did not realize all this because I thought, oh, that's bad. You know, you let them loose and they're letting them loose to be like animal protesting, like animal rights. But by being free, they're going to get killed and ran over and it's dangerous. Just the irony to me.
Yeah.
Like, set
Yeah.
them free, but then they're all going to die for sure.
Yeah.
In a cruel way and not, anyway, maybe it's all, as mentioned, it's for fur, but there are carnivorous animal I've read. They will hiss and bite. They go for prey that is larger than them often, which I thought was interesting. And
Like human large or?
not human large, but more like small farm animal large.
Yeah.
I think there's 10,000 still loose. They've been able to get 7,000 of the minks back. The missing creatures are a potential danger to other animals in the largely agricultural county of 29,000 people. They hunt larger prey. They're dangerous to poultry. This is not the most important thing in the world, but it does interest me.
It is.
But that's a kind of equivalent to like Washington County. All of a sudden there's 10,000 minks running around.
It'd be no bueno.
Yeah.
Well, these were the fun things that aren't as important. When we come back from break, we will talk about some more important things like the tour of homes, those that are on it, how you can get your tickets, as well as the upcoming events this weekend. Stick around. Alisha and I will chat and see you after the break.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Hey, Emmy. What did the evil chicken lay?
Okay.
Hey, Emmy.
Hi.
What did the evil chicken lay?
What?
Deviled eggs.
Welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Jaron. Our producer is Nick, and our guest today is Alisha. Hi again.
Hi.
I love to start with a little background and like how long you've been at the Chamber. And for all of our viewers, I get confused. So the weekend events are like Main Street events, and we're so excited for the new Main Street director, Sam Meyer, who has been there for, it's been like a week?
No, I think it's been 2.
2 weeks
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
And although I haven't texted Sam yet, we are looking forward to having her back on as a guest sometime soon to talk about the Main Street things. So those are some Main Street events, but one Chamber event is the tour of homes, and that's what you were going to talk about. How long first have you been at the Chamber?
A little over 5 years.
That flies by.
I know it does.
And has the role changed a little bit? Were you brought on as events coordinator, or is it's kind of morphed a little bit, right?
Yeah, no, I'm the events coordinator still. That's what I was brought on for, and that's what I specifically usually do are events, but I also do other things at the Chamber. So
I guess maybe it grew in hours, because I know you worked not quite
Yes.
full-time, and now you are full-time. And we have
Yes.
another member at the Chamber what's Michaela's role?
she's the outreach coordinator.
Outreach, okay.
So she does a lot with tourism and just helping the community get their name out there.
Well, I love it. I think it's great to see our things grow.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun.
And the Tour of Homes is one that's been around for quite a while. Can you share a little bit about the history? I know you were on the Tour of Homes yourself a few years back. Talk about the whole thing in itself, the Tour of Homes.
So the Tour of Homes basically showcases many different homes in Washington and just what they do for Christmas. So Christmas decorations and lighting and all that fun stuff, and all the proceeds go towards lighting our downtown, which is really important because it makes it look beautiful. And so I was on the Tour of Homes the year before I started at the Chamber, so that's kind of a fun fact.
And then you started working at the Chamber after the fact. Cool.
Yes. And I had a 3-month-old baby, I remember, so it was kind of crazy, but it was actually nice because babies don't do a lot, and they didn't tear up my house like they probably would now.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah, a
So-
little more calm.
Yeah.
Who's on the tour this year?
Yes, this year, so it's Patrick and Jenny Morgan,
Fun.
Clay Whistler's Ola Babcock.
Which they just had the ribbon cutting for the Ola Babcock
Yes, it is
Miller,
beautiful.
right? Yeah.
Yes, so that's an Airbnb. Bruce and Julie Timmons, Ron and Shar Anderson, and Brian and Tracy Strabla.
What a fun mix. I almost thought you had the whole thing memorized, but you have a little note.
I
don't you?
do.
I bet you could have figured it
I
out.
could have, but I didn't want to forget somebody.
And you normally do kind of a variety, correct? Like new construction, not new construction, different styles. Like the Ola Babcock Miller will be a historic home.
square.
What are these houses like? What do we have in the mix?
Yeah, so it's interesting because 3 of the homes were built by the homeowners. So I think that's a really fun
that's a fun thing this year.
Yeah, and then 2 of the homes were remodeled. So Jenny and Patrick Morgan and Ola Babcock were remodeled to, be how they are now from
That
what
is-
they were. So yeah,
That is fun. I feel like every year it's kind of a little different, like that.
it is.
Of course, we should ask when the event is and how much it costs and kind of what time it is. Give us some of the rundown on the details.
Yes, so the event is next weekend. So it's Friday, or no, not Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I was getting ahead of myself there. Saturday, December 3rd, 4 to 8 p.m., and Sunday, December 4th, 1 to 4 p.m. Tickets are $12 in advance, and then they're $15 at the door.
Well, that is not bad at all for
No.
all those houses that you go to.
Yeah, and then I do want to mention we have 2 business stops. So Hills Bank is featuring Mike Zah's nativity
The
scene.
nativity scenes, yeah.
2,500 nativities. So I know, it's crazy.
We think that's another Guinness Book of World Records. Having a conversation with Mike, we talked about this the other day. He's just blazing a trail. So the Hills Bank business stop for the nativity scenes. What else?
Repurpose it. We'll also have a craft. So they always do like an ornament or something fun that you can take and make take and make, yeah. Make
and
and
take?
take, make and take.
No, that's perfect. I'm like, wait a second, which order do we do it?
You can make it and take it, yes. And then they all have appetizers and drinks. So those are always fun, just to kind of break things up.
Well, and I like how you break up the days too. So the Saturday event is from 4 to 8 p.m. as mentioned, and that accommodates, I would think, many people's schedule. But then the Sunday event is early in the afternoon, the 1 to 4. I think that's a nice way to break up the 2 days.
Yeah, it is. And it's nice because one, you can go at night or you can go during the day. And I think it's kind of cool to see the differences and how you look at the homes night versus daytime too.
Oh, good point. Do you limit the number of people that can participate? Is there a max?
No. So in my years that I've done it, the most we've had is like 560.
Oh my goodness.
I know. That was in 2019.
And do some houses have the little booties when that many people go through,
Yeah.
or do you do booties at all the houses?
We do booties, just each homeowner can decide if they want
If
booties
they
or
want
not.
the
But
booties.
we recommend them, especially if it's wintry and,
Yeah,
a
600,
wintry
that's a
mix.
lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It was crazy.
I was just thinking what I'd have to do with my pet. You'd have to handle the animals.
Yeah, usually we say to take them somewhere, hide them.
It'd be a little stressful on the animal to have 600 strangers saying
It
no.
would be.
Again, this is not the most important part. I get a
can
little
only
distracted.
imagine.
So the most you've had is 500 or 600 people, but because of how it's spread out and the hours are spread out, it's pretty easy that it's open to everyone.
Yeah, it never seems, too busy or anything like that. I think it's spread out really well and people come at different times and it works out really nice. So
Well, and often what we do is we put the link in the chat, and we will do that. I know the Chamber has a great and active Facebook page. You might have an event page for the Tour of Homes
yeah,
as
we
well.
do have a Facebook event page and you can purchase tickets online this year, which is something we've never done. So,
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So we'll put that all in the chat so you can snag your tickets now. Do you
can
have
do
the
some-
poster? Did you pull some
I
pictures?
put the poster up earlier, but we have some photos of
Yeah.
the houses if we want to.
Yeah, let's
take a
go
look.
through them. So,
So
which one's this?
This is Sharon Ron Anderson's home, and it's a contemporary, and it's built by the homeowner. It's on a beautiful wooded property, and it was built in 1975.
That is neat.
It is really cool.
I love that window in the corner.
There's a lot of really neat things inside. I can't wait for everybody to see it. It's really cool.
Very cool.
And this is Clay Whistler and Corey's remodel that they did. So the Ola Babcock Airbnb.
That is perfect. That's right down the road from my mother's house. Kind of a nice little historic.
It is gorgeous. I just wanted to move right in when I saw it.
Oh, yeah?
I
That's a big
wish.
house. That'd
It
be
is
sweet, though.
big.
And then there's this one.
This is Jenny and Pat Morgan's home. So this is the space they remodeled. It's a sunroom.
Is that kind of on the back of the house?
I believe so. I'll
Nice.
be honest. I've only seen pictures of this one, but I'll get to see it on Sunday.
Oh,
so.
neat. I love that because, yeah, you get a little the week before,
Yeah.
the homeowners because the homeowners will be so busy having people in their home that the week before
don't
they get
get
a
to
little,
see.
they get to do a little tour, correct?
We do a preview and an appreciation dinner at Odici for them. So
perfect.
It's really lovely,
Here's
yes.
another.
This is Brian and Tracy Strabla's. So it's a new construction. I think it was built in 2019,
And then that's
possibly.
what he does. So he built this house, correct? Did they?
Yes,
Yeah.
he built this house. Correct.
And then am I forgetting it?
Maybe one
Oh,
more.
there's
This is Julie and Bruce Timmons' home. So it's on Wayland Road. They always put a lot of fun stuff outside.
So fun decorating,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
If someone was interested in volunteering, because I know at each home, because you want to protect people's belongings too, just in case one of these strangers is not a kind stranger,
Yeah.
and mostly they're not strangers, I suppose, but I know you have volunteers that are in every room that kind of keep an eye on things, and maybe have volunteers that help pick the houses, or what is that process like?
So we have a committee, a Tour of Homes committee that works to pick the homes and find people that want to showcase their home. And that's a really great committee. They're awesome.
Well, and I'm sure if that's something you, our viewer, were interested in, either throwing your home out as a possibility or being involved, that you could reach out to Alisha at the Chamber and
Yes.
express that interest.
And then we have volunteers that take tickets for
Sure.
the event, and they get a free ticket to the Tour of Homes.
Oh, nice, a little perk for your
yeah,
time.
but we are working on filling that up. We have quite a few, but we need some more. So if you're interested in helping with that, just let me know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, in a moment, we'll go to break and we'll finish off with our birthday game and any birthday shout outs that we have in the chat. If you have one, you can email or put that in the chat. Is there anything about the Tour of Homes event that we haven't touched on that you have on your list?
Ooh, I don't believe so. I'm just getting excited for it, and
Have you sold a lot of tickets already, or are people kind of last minute ticket buyers?
I don't, we have tickets at a bunch of shops, so I don't know how they're doing with sales, but online, I think like maybe 30-ish.
So that's kind of a fun new option.
Yeah.
Which we will stick in the chat as mentioned. And we're going to go to break. And when we come back, if there's anything we missed, we'll hit on it and we'll finish with the birthday game on this episode of Washington Live. See you after the break.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Welcome back to Washington Live. Today, our guest is Alisha Davis, Events Coordinator for the Washington Chamber of Commerce. We've been talking about the tour of homes. You can find all of that information in our middle section. And now we're going to close out with the birthday part. But you wanted to mention the Wonderland, the window competition. Tell us about that.
So Washington Wonderland is a contest we started during COVID year. We had all the businesses do a contest where they decorated their windows and outdoor display. And then we had some winners that we chose.
Awesome.
So that starts on the 26th, and the maps will be available at different stores and businesses downtown. So it's just a fun thing to do, fun and free for family to get together and pick
So
out their favorite display.
For anyone that's shopping, you'll quickly catch on to the windows that are decorated, and all of those locations will have
They have a
form?
little sign that
sign,
says
yeah.
that they're participating, and then also there's maps.
There's
So,
the maps. Perfect. Something else to look forward to. I'm glad that we have so many neat things that people can do.
Yeah.
We have a few happy birthdays to wish, and then we'll finish our birthday game. Andrea Hunt has a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, as does Steve Kalupa, wishing you a happy birthday. Alicia, you have one to mention.
Yeah, my grandma's 85 today.
Happy birthday to Grandma Joe.
Yep, I call her Nanny.
Call her Nanny. Yeah, awesome. 85 years old. Happy birthday. And birthday game. Nick, you have some celebrity birthdays for us to battle over?
I do, and then before that we get into that, we have the National Day today, which is False Confession Day. So I don't know if that's
I don't know what.
if you're supposed to
National
lie to
False
your
confession.
I don't know if you're supposed to lie to your priest, or if that's like a legal thing that you're supposed to go lie to a.
No, that would be
Judge.
perjury.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of confused by what this day is supposed to be. But it is National False Confession Day.
Very well.
Embarrassed.
Good to know. I'm not going to give any advice.
Yeah, well, maybe you're supposed to just tell a blatant lie to your friends. I don't know.
Like April Fool's.
Yeah,
Like April
kind of
Fool's.
like April Fool's.
All right, I'll keep that in mind as the day continues on.
Okay,
We have
so-
4 celebrity birthdays, it looks like. Who's first?
First up, we have Goldie Hawn, which I'll find the photo of her. Here we
Isn't that
go.
Kate Hudson's mom too?
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes.
I know what's up. You got your
I do.
trivia.
I like celebrities.
So, ladies first. Would you like guests first? What was your guess be?
I am thinking 65.
I'll say 69.
She is actually 77, aging very well.
Wow.
I knew she was aging very well, but
So-
I should have gone higher.
That
Next up,
boggles my mind.
Well, 0 points for both of us.
Yeah.
next up, we have Michael Strahan, the former football player turned daytime host, I guess.
Shall I go first for this one?
Yeah, you can go first.
44.
I was going to say 45, but I think I'm going to do 47.
He is 51, so still no points on the board. Everyone's
Got 2 more
aging
to go.
very well.
That is nuts. Have
Apparently
you guys
well.
seen that Tom Brady thing where it's like 2 pictures of Tom Brady and it said something like
20
this
years
is-
goes by, but nothing's happened.
Yeah, it said like this is what money will get you.
That sounds about right. I don't think he imbibes any sugar, like not even a tiny bit.
Wow,
they did a
he's
thing
got
on
us
his
strict.
diet, and it was.
It's
I don't know how a
intense.
human can do that.
Well,
It's
I think,
disgusting.
yeah, it's impressive. What do we have here?
Who is that?
Next up is Bjork, the Icelandic pop singer.
Oh, yeah.
Do not ask me to name one of her songs because I could not do
I
it.
have heard some of the songs though, and I like them.
And it's very hard to find a photo of her because usually she's in very
Like a flamingo on her head.
very
or-
interesting makeup and things like that. So it's very hard to find a recent photo of her.
Oh, fair enough. I think you're up first if you'd like to take a guess.
I'm going to go older, like 55.
I'll say 49.
She is 57, so we have someone on
Oh, yeah, points for you and nothing for me. I have one more chance though. We'll see.
board. Yeah, so
Redeem yourself.
we still got one more celebrity birthday, another one for the sports fans. It's Ken Griffey Jr., who used to be known as the Kid, no longer a kid. He has gray facial hair. I don't know if you can see it. For like that's a little hint.
I think you might be up first on this one.
I think you're up, Jaron. I think it's you.
Fine. 54.
I'm going to say 60.
I think you might have
Ew.
it. I probably need to be going older.
He's 53, so we've tied the game.
Oh,
We've tied it
is
out.
there a tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker is usually whoever gets the most like dead on answers, but no one got that. So we do have
This is
a
a
tie.
draw, and I love a good draw. It's such a nice way to have a guest when you don't beat them down with a highly competitive game. Of course, the main reason we had you on was to talk about the tour of homes, which you can get tickets for in the chat. That will be next weekend, that is Saturday the 3rd from 4 to 8, and Sunday the 4th from 1 to 4.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on to talk about it.
Thank you for having me.
Until next time, we'll see you on Wednesday with Jan Gallagher and Melissa Westfall, and we'll talk about the concert on Saturday. Thanks for watching Washington Live. We'll see you soon.